I said, boom. I'm up in this bitch. I'm up in this bitch. I'm up in this bitch. I am up in this bitch. You dig? I'm up in this bitch. I said, boom. And I'm motherfucking live, right? From Continental to Global. See, everything I be saying ties in together, but you got to be able to see the big picture. You got to be able to see these motherfuckers, man. Them goddamn hidden lands that they put on that motherfucking logo. It's gonna tear their ass up. Cause I know some shit that you guys don't know that I can't tell you until you get the grasp and the full understanding of what the fuck is going on. Right, Acadians? Alchemy? Acadians? These mo ain't smart as they pose to be, man. Alchemy. The Neo-Platonicians. The fuck going on with this shit? Little caca. And said this shit come from. I be listening to Kareem, he be breaking this shit down, because it's something strange about how that chicken sits in Washington, D.C., and how we got so much shit in the West, where we supposed to be copping, but the shit seemed like it came from over here and went there. But we ain't gonna worry about that, okay? We ain't gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna go out there and go do like that I told y'all I was gonna do. I just be dipping this shit, just be looking, and then it just all work out the way it's supposed to work out by this shit. It's all work out like it's supposed to work out. Why this shit? Zero Bob, what the fuck? What the fuck is that shit? Let's go see what's going on, man. Let's go see what's going on. Motherfucker got David on it. Who are these Zoros? Zoroastrians. Who are these motherfuckers, man? Zerubbabel was who they were according to the Hebrew Bible. The Jewish Bible, the Israelite Bible, the same thing. A governor of the academia, You gotta watch the actor. They want to bring the science through alchemy. They the ones gonna bring the science through alchemy. All you gotta do is listen to the pronunciation of the word. These folks are real dumb now. Once you go back and start studying Latin, that's the first thing you need to study. Latin. Just start looking at those words in Latin. And you're gonna catch them, because they dumb as fuck. One told you, once you catch a motherfucking lie, you can tie that lie to the last lie they told, and then you just sit back and you see clean through them. I always use the example for the women, for y'all. When you catch that nigga lying the first time, and then you go to think about what happened in July, and then what that nigga had said in June, and what the fuck he said in February, and with you my last year, that nigga, all this shit makes sense now. This bitch been lying to me since I met this motherfucker. This nigga done had me fooled. Man, if I don't burn this nigga over these grits tonight, my name ain't motherfucking Kaka. That way, once a motherfucker lie to you, all you gotta do is get on their ass, man, and watch them. That's what I do with these bitches. Especially when I go to start reading the languages and pronunciations and how they try to trick that shit. They can't trick that shit, man. Cause they dumb. The Achaemenid Empire province of Uhud Nata, and the grandson of Jokinia. But fuck all that. I'm talking about this Akkadian, alchemy, all that shit right there. That shit just, you don't sit well with me because I know how to get out. Right? So what you got going on tonight, Fed? The perfect master degree in Scottish Rite and teaches Masonic honor, focusing on honesty, sincerity, good faith, and I'm gonna show you how these niggas got stuck in the Blue Lodge and became gatekeepers and fighters. And these niggas gatekeepers now. I'm gonna show y'all and see. I ain't know what I was gonna find, but I told y'all I was gonna go in and play with this shit. I told y'all I was gonna go in and play with this shit, and so I played with this shit. Right? And watch how this shit ends up right like I told y'all. I'm gonna put my thumb on these niggas every time. Every time. Because it is what it is. And once you can see the big picture, man, all I gotta do is ask the right questions. See, they ain't gonna let a nigga go no further than Blue Lodge, 3 degrees. The 1, 2, 3 steps that they bury themselves up under that goddamn, they're checking with them 3 steps on that 3rd degree there, that's far they gonna let them go. They gonna let them blend in Blue Lodge and call them Master Mason and give them some royals and tell them they got some arches, but they ain't shit. Because that's the beginning of them indoctrinating you into a fake ass craft when we already said they took the craft now. Remember, we already said that they motherfucking already took the motherfucking craft. They took the craft. The craft was goddamn stone carving and stone building. These people ain't no masons. They ain't got nothing standard. They coming from their what? Speculative thoughts of how they gonna strategically take over all this shit. So what was the first wars about? About them taking indigenous people shit. Ain't that what happened? The indigenous people had their own thing going on, respecting the sun as being the light of the world and life. The energy, the atom, the first atom, the light, the life source, the light of the world, the brightest star in the sky, the life giver. Yo, that's what we was on. But see, they took your son all kind of ways. Now in 2025, they got fake fusion ass sons and shit. But you niggas still don't see the play. And they cry, why they? The core lesson is to understand the truth. I'm gonna try to go through it fast. I know y'all motherfucking, this how they go down the hallway there. So I ain't getting to all the pictures. I just want to go through and just thumb through this shit. Why they? And see, I can't see. I should have got down. I said, what is the 6th degree of masonry? The 6th degree. But I had something else on this motherfucker. Let's go back. Let me the gangster. Let me look. We'll start with the 6th. That's what we'll do. What that is? The 6th degree of masonry is the most commonly known as. But see, I wanted to go to the first, third, the third, because that's where they stopped them at the Blue Lodge. They stopped them niggas at the Blue Lodge, and they stopped them with the York Rights. They got to claim York Rights. Then they can't do nothing but claim Busy B. These niggas down here, they can't do nothing but claim Prince Hall. They got to be Prince Hall. If you're a nigga, you got to be Prince Hall. But you're a gatekeeper to this shit. This is a sellout against the indigenous people, Africa and the West. Yeah, the West. I'm gonna show you why I did. What did she say? This shit said fidelity and the need for judgment to prevent rash actions. However, some text refers to the most excellent master and associate and the Masons that unwavering faith in God and themselves can provide answers to that. These are folks who wrote them Bibles now. And I'm trying to tell y'all some real shit now. I'm telling you, boom, boom, boom. Symbolism. The degree involves symbols such as the white and red apron and a triangle. And a triangle, also a triangle containing Hebrew letters representing the theme. Hebrew letters. How some Hebrews gonna come along and take the craft of stone building, of stone carving? See, I'm gonna show y'all now. What this is? The self. We going to the self. See, get that shit back up there. That ain't the self. Go back. Where that bitch at? Get your bitch ass back up there. Get your bitch ass back up to the self. Jay right there in that corner right there. The 7th degree of masonry. Focus on the needs. Remember, we ain't gonna be back. It's just down the foundation of the Freemason. Enter apprentice, fellow craft, and master mason. A master mason, that's 3rd degree. That's where they stop them at. They call it the Blue Lord. Stop them right there. Yeah, I'm talking my shit. Scott is right in the system. Man, don't the goddamn hit my shit. You know, man, fuck all that. After becoming a Master Mason, members can pursue further Masonic education through additional bodies like the Scottish Rite. The Scottish Rite. You see the Scottish Rite? The Scottish Rite? What ancient Scottish shit? Ain't Scotland the motherfucking land that I showed y'all that was attached to Hibernia, the land that they had hibernating, that will become the Royal Islands? Ain't that Scotland? The one I told you that was, and the Scotch Hill plate was way down there by South America next to Antarctica, the Scottish plate, the Scotch Hill plate, but it something miraculous. It floated back up the ball after the separating of the continents and went up there and joined and became one with Scotland and what the other Royal Island is. See the Royal Island? I get to it. It'll come to me. Scotland. How the fuck Scotland? What's ancient by Scotland? Which ain't? Well, let's go. Enter apprentice, fellow craft, and the Master Mason. Higher degree became the Master Mason members and can pursue the first. Okay, boom. Let's go to the 8. Boom. Teaching charity. It teaches charity and the careful consideration of Masonic learning, not just its rituals. The degrees found within the lodge and perfection, degrees 4 through 14. I told you about 14, we had the goddamn Scottish. Highlights the importance of the selfless action of fulfilling one's duty to God and humanity. Key aspects of the 8th degree: the intendant of the building, symbolism, features symbol like the 9-pointed star. Y'all man, I used to tell y'all about that try. Remember I told y'all about the newest religion was the Baha'i faith, and they symbol was that 9-point star. Is this the origin? Is this the hashtag poo? Then I tell you all religions gonna fall up under that try. Was you over here, Cat, when I was talking about that try, the extra try, put up accepts all the religions. Whoa. Yeah, the 9-point star. When I found that Baha'i faith went up connected to well met with those Baha'i temples and all that shit, and I told you they were gonna be the last religion they gonna accept, and they accept all the things. Then I tell you all the shit gonna tie in. Why this shit? Yeah, man, this shit gonna get good. Teachings of a force, strive more. Anyway, let's keep going. The Scottish Rite, Lord, perfection, and the building upon the teachings of the 1st degree. Remember, these folks ain't got no temples now. Remember that now. The 9th degree. Typically the master of the temple typically the master of the temple in the Scottish Rite and the Elu and the Nine and the other systems focusing on themes of truth, justice, vigilance, and universal brotherhood symbolized by the dagger and the white apron with the black and blood. With the black and blood. With the black and blood. The degree teaches the importance of compassion, tolerance, and not being overly zealous in executing justice while serving humanity and upholding spiritual culture. Who is the people, man? At the night when they go, universal brotherhood, universal. This shit universal. The degree promotes the idea of unified mankind. That's on the 9. Oh, you gonna become part of the humans, part of the humans. You something like a man. So you finna unify this shit. And everybody gonna be human beings now. But you some other than a human being. You is not indigenous. The indigenous people are the humans, are the melanated ones. Okay, come on. Let's go. The 10th. Already get to the 11th. Elect the 15th. A degree that teaches tolerance, the importance of freedom of thought and belief, and the need to combat fanaticism, what it is, tyranny and ignorance. The degrees include the apron with 3 gates and 3 rosettas representing 3 vices and a dagger as its jewel. Key aspects of the 10th degree. Elu of the 15th and illustrious elect are the 15 to be tolerated, respect and opinion, and advocating the freedom of political and spiritual. Apron with white and black flaps featuring 3 arch-shaped gates with 12 sub-line masters elected in the Scottish Rites, teaching the importance of sympathy for others, courage against corruption, often symbolized by a flaming heart and a dagger with the motto, what does it say? Vassar or moral, victory or death. Y'all remember when you said it? Victory or death. We gonna win once more. We gonna bring that V. We gonna bring that Victoria. We gonna bring that goddamn vulgarity. We gonna bring everything to do with that motherfucking V, that them Vikings. Yeah, victory. The Victoria's Secret, that mother Victoria's motherfucker really victored out of these sisters. Yeah, victory or death. Thanks to the 12th Southern Jurisdiction and Sublime Master elected Northern. Okay, victory or death. I gotta go faster than this cause y'all gonna lose interest. Master Architect Dexter, this is 12. The 12th degree Scottish Rite Freemason is the master architect degree. When they start goddamn business, how they gonna what architecture? What architecture? Remember they took the stone craft now. Masons deal with stones. Okay. Optimism learned from the challenges of the study of philosophical and ethical principles of masonry using symbols like the compass, square, and architectural orders. Masonic architecture and religion is moving from operative. Look right here. The degrees title itself, Master Architects. The Master Architects. That's how they started trying to claim that they back in the day they used to say they built the pyramids. Until the world had to bust them. To Black Power niggas had to bust them. I wish my phone stopped. Who the fuck sending me, man? Speculative aspect of masonry. Operative to the speculative, from the operative to the speculative. Did y'all catch that? Fuck the niggas who doing the work. Fuck them indigenous motherfuckers. We gonna go to the speculative aspect of masonry. The spectator, I was telling y'all about. These niggas don't do no work, they just out-thought your ass. With that ain't paying. The apron features architectural instruments such as the protractor, scale, sector, and the compass, and the jewel is a heptagonal metal. So fuck the workers, fuck the indigenous people who got there getting down for their crown. It gonna go into the speculative aspect of this shit. But they the architects though. They the architect. John the Baptist, the father is more. This is the video they took. They still took that video. I love this shit. Look up the 13th or the 13th primarily in the ancient. Look what this shit say. Ancient and accepted Scott. What ancient and accepted Scottish rights? Who won that war? The 13th. This the 13th now. You know that's got to be an important one now. Where ancient and what's ancient about Scotland, man? Where they ancient at? The master of the ninth arch and the royal arch of Solomon. Huh? Primarily in the ancient and accepted Scottish rite is known as ancient about them. The degree lesson focused on overcoming difficulties in the pursuit of moral perfection, and with its allegory often centering on a quest for a sacred word or secret within the ruin of Solomon's temple. What is the secret? They ain't got shit. That word allegory is again, y'all. That word allegory is again, y'all. That means a fake ass fairy tale, y'all. They feed these niggas a fairy tale, y'all. Y'all don't hear me. Why come when they go to talk about Solomon, all of a sudden it should be it's allegory again? Huh? Within the allegory, often centering on the quest of the sacred word and secret within the ruins of Solomon. Ain't no ruins. Why you can't find no ruins? Why you can't find no ruins? Damn, Kaka, you just got back. We just ran across this word allegory again. We just ran across this word allegory again when it came the time to for them to get to Solomon, these fake ancient Scottish people. Where they ancient stone carvings at? What they fuck? Or they architects? They been an iron shit now. So what the fuck they? With its allegory often centering on the quest for a sacred word or secret within the ruins of Solomon's temple. Huh? Master of the ninth royal arch of Solomon. The degree storyline dramatize the dangers and challenges encountered by those seeking something profound and precious, often symbolized by a lost word or hidden knowledge. Why is it hidden? Because they ain't got shit. It teaches the one should not be deterred by difficulties and dangers with pursuing moral perfection and knowledge. Because they going to send y'all niggas out there fight like a mother. What I tell you? Allegory. The story typically involves workmen digging through the foundation of the temple of Enoch, searching for the lost discovery. And they ain't found shit about no Enoch yet. And you hear all these niggas always talking about the book of Enoch, 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 book of Enoch. All everybody, have you ever read the book of Enoch? Have you ever read the book of Enoch? Book of Enoch? The fuck? Huh? I don't care nothing about it. I know, man, me and Cat gotta run this motherfucker. Huh? Talking to Cat. Fuck this shit. Cause nigga don't be on no real shit. Ain't that what they always be talking about, Cat? Boogie, no. They telling this shit allegory to the motherfucker right here. It's telling you that this shit they talking about ain't nothing. But this what the people got in their spirit. Cause they soul been upset, took and shook. They been shook the souls out of these niggas. These niggas gatekeepers, man. Yeah, give it all that weight. Book, you gonna read the book, straight jackasses. Straight jackasses, man. Look at this shit, why this? You gonna get crazier than that. The 14th degree of Mason, also known as the grand elect Mason and perfect Elu. I ain't looked up Elu yet. Go look it up, cat. It's the final degree of the lodge of perfection. They on perfection, in the Scottish Rite, symbolizing the union of human and divine knowledge to achieve perfection. Degree emphasizes introspection, self-scrutiny, and a deep reverence of the one living and true God, with lesson and virtue. You ain't talking about honor? That's an unseen presence. We talking about like honesty, justice, and universal brotherhood. Key aspects of the 14th degree, symbolic meaning and teaching that the perfection of attained by the uniting one's own knowledge with divine knowledge. So they gonna be they divine. So they taking your divine divinity. They taking what make you divine. That you can withstand that sun and stand out there and build all the kind of goddamn pyramids and stone shit that you want to build and not be affected by the motherfucking sun. That's your divine divinity that you goddamn is part of. That you part of the goddamn. You're a child of the sun. That's your divine divinity, nigga. That you're a part of this creation, and you in your indigenous rightful area. You ain't got to fight against the motherfucking sun to make up all this bullshit. To go against and try to war against the goddamn sun. So that now they gonna become divine knowledge, by just sitting up there thinking with their hand on their chin, speculating how they can trick these niggas out they shit. It reinforces the belief in one God. Cause you had everything with God. Everything with God. Cause everything comes from God, huh? Now, here come Akhenaten. Here come Obama. That's Akhenaten. That's why they love Akhenaten so much. That's why they promote Obama so much. Because Akhenaten was the one that brought into the Egyptian land that there was only faith in one God. But he still was talking about the sun at first. But he came with the monotheism concept. He came with the concept of monotheism, one belief in one God. He brought it. In Egypt, yep, they tricked him with Nefertiti stinking ass. That who he's fucking around with Nefertiti. Who Nefertiti is? Pamela Harris. They just showed it to you again. Never taught her shit. Yeah, he never taught her nothing. You know what I'm saying? They just keep running the same script on your head because this shit is ritualistic. And so they go make it a kid. Yeah, anyway. Let's keep going. So I got interested. So I said, what about the 14th right of goddamn New York rights? The 15th degree Mason is the title which the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry known as the Knight of the East or the Knight of the Sword Eagle. So the East is the eagle, the sword. Who the sword belong to? Sword belongs to the East. Who the sword belong to? The sword belongs to an eagle in the East. Huh? Ain't that what it just say? This degree teaches lessons of fidelity to obligations, perseverance under difficult and integrity in the face of temptation. Huh? That's why I got the Zababa from right there. And the council, and it's the first degree of the Council of Princes of Jerusalem. Which was included in the 16th degree and explored with conflicts and politics involved in the rebuilding of the temple. Rebuilding of what temple? Rebuilding of what temple? Then they just say this motherfucking 15th degree goddamn between a Knight of the East or a Knight of the Sword Eagle. The East. The eagle, the sword in the East. Whose samurai sword that is? That Mongolian. Did I just tell y'all that sword go over there? What I did. And I just showed that a Zulu, I showed that one before I got in there. The Knight of the East, or the Knight of the Sword, or the Knight of the Eagle. So the eagle's coming out the East. Where the North Pole at. And we don't do it like that yet, because they don't want to confuse nobody. The degree of the crimson velvet apron with a bleeding head and a sword. There you go. That's a bleeding head. They sticking the swords through niggas' head. The bleeding head. Ooh, they don't play. With the triangle, the crossword. In the 14th degree, I asked about the York rights. I must have goddamn take that. I must have take that screenshot. It was very important because it would put them niggas back in their place and let them know York rights do not do all that because them the York rights. Stuck in that blue lodge. 16. You know what it is? Yeah, 16. The 16th degree of masonry of the Prince of Jerusalem is a degree of the Scottish Rite that teaches the devotion of truth and righteousness. Action surpasses secular motivations. The degree usually is a story of the return of the Jewish exile from Babylon. What Jew? What Jew? Because we know Jews not ethnicity, so we know who writing this shit, right? They promoting their shit. To rebuild a second temple as an allegory for building a lasting temple to God in the world, though through love, peace, and patience. Just be patient. We gonna introduce you to your God. But that shit y'all on it, that ain't shit. We know a God beyond the sun. He talked to us and not y'all. But it's a secret. And we gonna get you to it. For real? Yeah, we know we understand what you're talking about the little sun, this and all that right there. But we the Jews, we come out and we was mistreated and they dogged us out and shit. Huh? Allegory. We don't like that word. Because we real niggas over here. The degree features symbols such as the mother of pearl. Look what it is. Lozenge with a hand holding a balance. A hand holding a balance representing righteousness and pride. That's motherfucking my eye. But keep going, type. Boom. The 17th degree of Freemasonry is the Knight of the East and the West. What? The axis that's coming through the bitch that I keep talking about the East and the West and we the West? Okay. Which dramatize themes of human failure, moral behavior, and the pursuit of truth and loyalty to God. This degree is part of the chapter of Rose Cruz and teaching of the government not found on righteousness will fall, and that the repeating past errors can be avoided by learning from them. So the East finna take the West. They coming from, if Christopher Columbus say a goddamn West, which way he came from? Oh shit. Oh, the 13th, that'll be Christopher Columbus Day, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all celebrate Columbo Day. It's coming up. Yeah, banks will be closed and all that good shit. Columbo Day, Christopher Columbus, the discoverer of the New World, El Salvador, San Salvador, wherever the fuck he discovered, wherever he got there, indigenous people was there. Who are they warring against? The children of the sun. They warn against the children of the sun because they are not. They are lunar. They trying to create their own sun right now, man, and have created them. Okay. Anyway, I'm just crazy. Let me keep being crazy so I can get through this shit. So these the knights of the East and the West. The Knight of the East and the West purpose illustrated human fallibility, the importance of moral choice, and the needs of spiritual, ethnical development. So they need to teach you some ethnics and shit. Okay, come on. What they did right there? 18th, the Knight of the Rose Crooks, is the core degree of the Scottish Rite that centers on Christian symbolism, teaching, and virtues like universal brotherhood, compassion, and tolerance. You got to accept them as being your brother now. Universal. That word is universal. Then we talk about the word before I goddamn dug into this shit. That the word universe mean Catholic? No. The word universal mean Catholic. Oh, so this Catholic shit. Kaka, you with me? It's this Catholic. We get one for this. Is what I was talking about before I even did my first time ever digging into this shit. I was getting these screenshots while I was at work. That was a screenshot and shit. I'm gonna have to go through all this shit. Cause I always see the big picture, huh? Then I just got to tell him where universal come from. That means Catholic. So when you see the word universe or universal, you might as well replace that with Catholic. And we know who them is, right? Okay. And teaching the importance of virtues of moral upright life and features a rose cross as a central symbol representing a union in love and suffering. The degree is considered a philosophical benchmark or marks the transition from the Old Testament to the New Testament of Masonic teaching. Ooh. I said, ooh, huh? I said, huh? Let's get it now. We ain't through, let's go. Now why did? So they wrote the Old Testament back with all them other degrees. They wrote all of them trying to say. So they wrote, now they coming into the New Testament, huh? This the authority in it? Okay. Christian allegory. The ritual is deeply rooted in the life and teachings of Jesus of Nazareth, focusing on his message of the new law of love. Allegory. Shh. They gonna get real mad. Go in bed, say shit about Jesus. They get mad at me. Cause they want to paint him black. They want a Mexican Jesus. They want an Arab Jesus. They want Jesus to be whatever color they want him to be. Jesus multicolor. That damn Eve said he was. Eve on the Bible said he was an Asian, Malaysian, and all kind of shit. But he's an allegory. Cause he's not the light of the world. They put his face in front of the sun for him to get melanoma. But be real quiet. They get mad when I do that. But I don't be mean no harm. This what got me to pursue him when I first went on the internet and said, who the fuck this is writing about my nigga G like this right here? I want to kill a motherfucker, but see, I want to study. But look, allegory. That the word is again, allegory. I mean, these are fairy tales now. Because these folks ain't got no temples. Where they writing at? Outside of the rain? Where in the cave? Where they writing at? Where they building at? They ain't got no stone structures from these times to show you how they gonna take the crowd. This is how they took the crowd. I'm gonna show you what I did. Similar, the rose cross is the central symbol of the rose. Signifies love and the faith, and the cross represents the sacrifice and the redemption, and the pelican feeding its young with its blood is another significant symbol representing the Savior's sacrifice. That's why y'all niggas be trying to drink Jesus' blood and eat him flesh. Huh? Get out of there. I'm gonna get out of that cat, cause they gonna get mad cause they be right there drinking that grape juice, participating in the ritual of a pelican feeding some blood. You just see it right there, said the pelican feeding his young the blood with his blood. You see it right there, said the pelican feed allegory. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. The 19th degree amazing grand pontiff. We know what pontiff means. Let's back up there. The 19th with that woman, with that here. That's it. The pontiff. the first degree of the Council of Kadosh, of the Scottish Rite, focusing on the themes of the internal life bridge building for the future of the triumph of good over evil. This degree teaches Masons to contribute to society by laboring for the enlightenment of future generations, building connections and lasting works, and living a life of integrity and truth. The term pontiff in the context means bridge builder, not a religious builder. Who building the bridges? I know that's real. The thinkers ain't building shit. The ones who writing this shit ain't building that. They the speculative motherfucker. The one with the hand on the chin now. I told y'all the other day. They're not operative. And they come to take over the operative shit and claim. I'm telling you, they used to say they built the pyramids. How old you at, Kaka? You remember they used to say they built the pyramids? And they had to find that goddamn... and motherfuckers started finding out, man, y'all ain't no fucking way y'all built the motherfucking pyramid, man. But that was the first lie they told. That was one of the first lies they told, that they was responsible for building the pyramid because they was enslaved and made to build them. Say a lie. Somebody here old enough, they said that the motherfucking African, Egyptian people, Negro, indigenous people enslaved them and made them build the pyramids. And niggas started asking, well, why, if they made y'all build the pyramids, why y'all ain't build no shit on y'all side of the motherfucking earth that look adequate to what the fuck they building over here? Why would the fuck they enslave a dumb motherfucker when they got them going to school 30 and 40 years and been doing this shit for millions of years before they encounter this bullshit that y'all want to try to walk? Everything alleged on this bitch, They said that they built them. That's what a Jew was supposed to be enslaved for, to be made to be building for them. So they said they did it. So niggas said, why y'all ain't know how to do it before you got here? Where you build it? That's how that went. I'm old enough. Okay then, that's what they said. That we enslaved them and made them build. That they was enslaved by the motherfucking pharaohs, and the pharaohs enslaved them and made them build them pyramids. And the pyramid belonged to them because they the one to build them. They was enslaved to do so. And they said, what the fuck is your motherfucking shit from your side of the earth to show that you had the skill and the craft, but you still in the craft too? This motherfucking mumbo jumbo. Real shit. Real shit. Let's keep going. The 20th degree Scottish Rite Freemason is known as the Master of Symbolic Lodge. The Symbolic Lodge of Master and what they say, Vitum, and its drama often centers on the American spirit facing disloyalty and treason, highlighting the importance of integrity. Here they come to America, y'all. Watch how I'm gonna show y'all how they usurp the North. Just pay attention, guys. I'm gonna show you. Just be patient with me. Highlighting the importance of and devotion to the country. Here come America, y'all. Here come America, y'all. Here come America, y'all. It's talking about the country right here. The degree teaches the core Masonic value of liberty. Here come liberty, y'all. The French in the war, when they got through war and they sent that Statue of Liberty and faced that bitch back towards Britain, which would be Canada over there to the motherfucking north there. Over there to the motherfucking north there. Put it on the East Coast, down there in York, the 30th York, and put that motherfucker and face that bitch back to that north. And got Vulcan over here doing the same thing in Birmingham, Alabama, up there. He guarded the Roman force. He started out with his ass out. The first assault they gave us with their ass. Kick them out with an offering nigga their ass. And niggas still accepting their ass today. Ain't that right, did it? I know it. Liberty, fraternity. Liberty has something to do with the fraternity, the frat, and equality. These foundation Masonic principles are central to the 20th. It sounds like the 20th century, the 20th degree. Integrity and loyalty. Here come America. Here come the justice is presented as a chief support of the fraternity with a degree demonstrating its crucial role in discerning truth and holding individual accountability for their action, leadership, and instruction. Emphasis on the role of the Grand Master, who must first be able to teach, learn, and, what that just said, apply the sublime truths of Masonry. Anyway, here come America. Here come to give me liberty or give me death. Here come America right there. All right. Boom, let's go. 21st degree, Scott is right. Now they become patriarchs. But I thought all the black folks, we was on a matriarchic system. We had gave respect to the mother, but all of a sudden they got a queen and they matriarchs and turn you into the patriarch. But they ain't never gave a fuck about their woman. The cave woman knock upside the head with the rock, knock out fucker and do whatever and yeah, all that. But now they got a queen. Now they got a queen. Now they the matriarch. And make you be a patriot. A patriarch. Huh? Y'all don't see this shit? The degree highlights the importance of punishing crime, rewarding virtue, and protecting the innocent, encouraging members to overcome arrogance, defamation, and cowardice. Let's go, 27. The Knight of the Royal Axe, a Prince of Labonius. I'm going to go ahead and study some of this shit, but I got to get on through this motherfucker. I got to get some real shit. The degree highlights the honest work of the noble, that there is inherent dignity in the form of labor. What nobles? That sounds like some Islam shit getting in there. Chief of the Tabernacle, or Knight of the Valor of the Judicial. That's boom. Aspect at 23rd. Let's go and get through this right here. I went through all of them. 24th degree Masonry, the Prince of the Tabernacle, the Scottish Rite degree teaches lessons about the power of faith in the deity. I thought you don't supposed to put your faith in no deity. I thought what they say false images and all that old shit. The faith in the deity, the immortality of the soul. What you know about the soul? I thought it was spirit. And that a person best serves God by serving their fellow human being through compassion and love. The degree, I don't know what the fuck that shit say, regalia, or the degrees regalia features symbols of immortality such as winged globe, a winged globe, a search of a butterfly according to the mature Scottish Rite. A winged globe. The globe with wings? I thought it was a sun dish with wings. I thought they just had the sun dish with wings. Okay. A winged globe. Let's keep going. The York Rites and the Scottish Rite. This is right here. When I asked, I said, well, goddamn, where the York Rites at? The York Rite and Scottish Rite, the 24th degree, is called the Prince of the Tabernacle. The York Rite, on the other hand, consists of where that bitch went. I gotta get to that 24. Where that is? I gotta get to that 24. Where that bitch went? Come on, bitch. Oh, that's 27. You right here, bitch. Come on. Run your ass on pitch. You right there. Come on. The Scottish Rite degree tabernacle. Hold up. Get that out there. The 24th degree of masonry of the tabernacle, the Scottish Rite degree teaches the lesson, the power of the faith of the deity, the immortality of the soul, and that hold up, this one right here, the one I want, because I want to ask about the York Rite 24. The York Rite and the Scottish Rite, the 24th degree, is called the Prince of the Tabernacle. The York Rite, on the other hand, consists of the Royal Arch Cryptic Council. The Royal Arch, I told they gave them over the Royal Arches. I told they gave the niggas Royal Arches, they gave them all that old bullshit. The Royal Arch Cryptic Council and Commandery degrees, which have different names and structure from the 33 degrees of the Scottish Rite. Or the Scottish Rite don't want to go to the 33rd. So you stuck. You as a nigga stuck, and then they'll let you think you get a third degree and then give you a Quran, right? Yeah. Okay. York Rite. Slide this shit up. York Rite. The American York Rite system is a parallel path of Freemasonry that follows the 3 craft degrees: apprentice, fellow craft, and master mason. Them the only 3 degrees them niggas get. It consists of the 3-part Royal Arch, Masonry, and Cryptic Rite, and the Commandery. You see that cat guy? This is all niggas can do. They stuck niggas down there in York, there, New York, there they got them niggas York, they got niggas York rights there, give them 3 degrees there, and then go and bury themselves up under the black dick like all that shit belong to them. And these niggas stuck in the blue laws and think they doing so they need these niggas gatekeepers. Then they don't do them a trick them because it's already written that a motherfucking black man would never be friendly and accepted within this masonry shit. Said broke that shit down years ago. Yeah, my nigga said, yep. Scottish Rite in contrast, come on back down. Scottish Rite in contrast, another system of Masonic degrees that uses different sets of rituals and ceremonies. It is often divided into 2 parts: the Rite of Perfection and the Rite of Degrees and the Supreme Council. So these niggas supreme over y'all. Then they gonna let y'all goddamn report to the English law, which is goddamn connected to Scotland and Ireland. That's the name of the island I'm talking about. Ireland was once upon a time Hibernia, because the land was hibernating till they figure out what they was gonna name the land. It became Ireland, and Ireland and Scotland becomes the Royal Islands. And the Scotia plate is way down there next to Antarctica, up on the motherfucking South America, up on the South America. How the fuck the Scotia plate way down there, end of Scotland, end up way over back over there, fucking with this global system. I'ma show you. Why did? So they're gonna show you. York Rite, Scottish Rite, the 24 degree card. I got that. I screenshotted that twice. And now, most commonly, the Night of the Brazen Serpent. The Brazen Serpent in Scottish Rite, which teaches spiritual conquest and mastering one's passion or fears to achieve spiritual harmony. However, in the Northern Masonic jurisdiction, the degree is known as Master of Achievement and focuses on the life of Benjamin Franklin and the virtue of the temperance, silence, and industry. Industry? Y'all don't see it. I hope y'all see it. But some of y'all can't think through this shit. Here come the industry now. Here come them dollar bills. Here come Ben Frank with the electricity. Here come giving you light and giving you power sources. Ben Frank, huh? What they talking about? What they put Ben Frank at? And well, the North. Who I told you we were usurped by? The North. Why y'all think I'm fair be bullshit? I don't know. Why I match up every time I be saying? Now here they come right here. Got some air on that. Y'all know y'all hear that noise. Big air on that air. I'll be hot. Now it said the 25th degree of Masonry is most commonly known as the Night of the Brazen Rite, which teaches spiritual conquest and mastering one's passions and fears to achieve spiritual harmony. However, in the northern, they've been talking about east and west all this time. Now they talking about the northern. Here come the north now. Here come the northern Masonic jurisdiction. The degree is known as the Master of Achievement and focuses on the life of Benjamin Franklin and the virtues of the temperance, silence, and industry. Knight of the Brazen Serpent, Southern jurisdiction. Oh, now you're talking about north and south now. Okay, boom. Focus overcoming the fiery serpent of one's own fears, passions, and desires to achieve mastery over the material and sensual, ultimately leading to a spiritual enlightenment. Key things: man completes the flesh, soul, and the divine, whatever. Benjamin Franklin, the North. There you go now. All right. We got up there. The 26th degree is the ancient and accepted Scottish rite of Masonry, is known as the Prince of Mercy and Scottish Trinitarian. The Trinitarian. And it teaches the lessons of practice, forgiveness, and mercy, promoting unity and harmony among all people, and recognize that the truth of the Masonry are not exclusive to one religion. What? It ain't exclusive to one religion, so why y'all fighting over there between Islam and motherfucking goddamn Christianity and Judaism? Why is y'all over in that so-called Holy Land fighting each other like that? Because y'all crazy. Y'all made this shit up. Let's go. And y'all probably over there faith fight. Anyway. And two brothers fighting, I got to get back out of the way. Anyway. Masonry are not exclusive to one religion. A key symbol of the degree is the equilateral triangle with a flaming heart, and the traditional letter represent wisdom, force, and harmony. There it is up there. There it is up there. Prince of Mercy of Scottish Trinitarian. That's the Trinity. The Father, Son, and Gabriel, the three dicks there. Corpus, fostering unity, harmony, and the brotherhood, emphasizing the true Masonic principles, transcend political, religious, and ethnic. I thought politics and religion don't mix, but they do in secrecy, huh? That's why they swear themselves in on that biblos. But politics and religion don't mix. They keep going now. They keep going. 27. Known Knight Commander of the Temple, in some jurisdictions, and some are Knight of Jerusalem, and others teaches members to be practical, act with virtue, and the duty of okay, we got to keep going, boom. The 28th, I'm ready to get up out of here. The night of the the 28th, the 2 8s. Here comes Trump. The 28th degree of Scottish Rite Freemasonry is the night of the sun. The night of the sun, also known as the Prince Adept or Adept Prince. These are adept chambers they going into right here in their mind. These are adept chambers they go into in the book, which explore the moral transformation of Masonry from the operative to speculative. What? What they talking about the sun? But they got their own sun. They create their own sun. We cheer the sun. They talking about the sun, but you got a Prince of the Sun now. Who that is? Which explore the moral transformation of Masonry from operative to speculative. From niggas really out here carving stones and doing something, the craft has been stolen to these speculative motherfuckers. Using the builder tool to convey lessons of wisdom, strength, and beauty. This degree teaches principles of charity, truth, and honor, while emphasizing the importance of self-examination, love for God, and the striving for nobility of soul. What soul? These niggas ain't got no soul. They came with the spirit. Why they talking about soul and masonry? Okay. Transformation of Masonry. It highlights Masonry's shift from the guide of operative builders to the moral physiological. For the sake I got transformation of masonry. The transformation, and I put that in the title, and then I was saying the transformation of Continental to global. And I put transformation in there, look. Transformation of masonry. And highlights masonry shift from a guide of operative builders to a moral and philosophical fraternity. Yeah, I'm dumb as fuck. From people who was really actually carving stone, burying their dead with respect in tombs, large ass temples and shit, civilizations, to a motherfucker who just philosophically take your shit and thought you out your motherfucking shit. The degree utilizes the working tools of the craft. What? Utilize the working tools of the craft to illustrate profound moral and ethical. But they using the tools of the craft as motherfucking allegorical symbolisms to this God that they gonna teach these niggas about. Trickery at its finest, though. Symbolic principles. And it examines the reward of the Trinity of God's attributes: wisdom, intelligent force, strength, and harmony. But we was in harmony. It wasn't no war going on, so you niggas wanted this shit over here. You went to war against people that came in and brainwashed people, and then as you brainwashed them, you went to war against them, and then you stole their crap. You stole it to the point that you buried yourself up under a black man's phallus, man. Huh? Why this shit line up to what the fuck I be saying? I ain't never dug that deep, but I tell you, check these niggas on the street. You see I wear my style. Nigga asked me today, man, hey man, I think that see that stuff, man. You wasn't a Jew, he said, I said Hebrew. He was like, yeah, Hebrew, and it was another one, yeah. And nigga, I said, man, I ain't got time, I'm at work, bro. I said, all this shit fake, and all that shit fake. But I represent, man. The boss there, the day, yeah, all that. I said I represent all that flat earth, man. But I ain't got time. Should have gave my number shit. But I wear this shit, my niggas, so I can goddamn bust this shit up. So any nigga that ask me about it. White man, I don't give a fuck who come and ask me. Like I told that motherfucker in that store, come like, Illuminati, nah, bro, where you from? Yemen? Yeah, that nigga. They always ask me about my chain. They always ask me about my chain. All different races of people ask me about that chain. I be breaking their ass down. Real shit. Moral instructor degree utilized as working a tool of the craft to illustrate profound moral and ethical teaching, rewards the Trinity of the attributes, reward of the Trinity. They're the Trinity, y'all. This what y'all see it? Okay, let's go. Let's keep going. Boom. We're going to get to 29th degree of Masonry, also known as the Scottish Knight of the St. Andrew and the Patriarch of the Crusades. Oh, this is gonna get deep, y'all. This is no caca. This is a Scottish Knight of St. Andrew, or Patriarch of the Crusade. Emphasizes Masonic tolerance by promoting the idea that no single religion holds monopoly on truth. All religions, everybody got a little truth, no single religion, okay. This degree teaches core values like love and God, loyalty, faithfulness, and the virtues of service and resistance to unfair judgment, often highlighting a story about how Masonic teachings resolve conflict between different religious groups. Oh, y'all gonna be the judges of the religions. Everybody go out and have their own religion, but no one religion goddamn got the truth in there. You want us to goddamn, and you want to be, yeah, and all the cannons over there they got over there in the north, and all the shit they got over there in the east, and the shit they got over there in the south down through the, all you need got to come to us, and we gonna be the final judge of God's work. We gonna be God. We gonna be the judge. We gonna be the judge. Yeah. Yeah. Philosophically. Yeah. God is nice and Saint Andrew are patriarch of the Crusades. What? Storyline often features a narrative from the historical conflict between Islam and Christianity, illustrating how Masonic ideas of tolerance can resolve such disputes. They ain't goddamn they have resolved a dispute between the motherfucking Palestinians and the Israelis yet. They ain't figured out that Ishmael and Isaac are brothers yet. They ain't settled the dispute yet. And these niggas gonna be dumb enough to keep on letting their children go fight wars or whatever with this dumb ass shit that these folks. Watch your mouth, Tiger. People have faith. Chill out. Boy, I gotta be calm. I can't talk like, but though it's going on, my nigga. They supposed to be the 29th here. They supposed to be settling the disputes. Ain't all the presidents, Masons and shit, what's going on? Why y'all ain't came to the agreements to understand that y'all the same people over there fighting and doing all that dumb shit? Looking just like each other. And you can't find now Canaanite nigga over there nowhere involved because you made up that bullshit and put, well, my sky pop up sky. I gotta go. I ain't gotta go work 6:45 in the morning, y'all. So that's why I came on over and did a little something. Storyline is often featured by narratives from the historical conflicts between Islam and Christianity, illustrating how Masonic ideals of tolerance can resolve such disputes. Philosophy. The degree promotes the idea that truth is an ongoing journey, not a destination. And the idea, you can change the truth when you get ready as you go. And the ideas are subject to change. Oh, what? Before I can get it out of my mouth good, what? Man, the truth don't need no help. It ain't gonna bend, break, nor fold. All we gotta do is support the truth, stand up behind the truth, and we as a people can get together and make it do what it do. The degree promotes the idea that truth is an ongoing journey, not a destination, and the ideals are subject to change over time. Transform your ass from continental to global. Wow. And emphasis reverence for the divine truth. How the truth gonna be divine? They can change, man. Innocence and the defense of people against tyranny. The terrorist. Hey man, look. They said the truth can be subject to change. You see how they keep on and put that steering wheel in your back and you can't never face these motherfuckers? Let me go. The third degree Scottish Rite Freemasonry is called the Night Dust of the Southern. So that should be over there in Africa, jurisdiction of the United States, Southern jurisdiction of the United States and Canada. And Grand Inspector in the Northern Masonic jurisdiction. You see how they just usurped North America up into the belly of the beast. I said up into it because that's how it is. Over into the northern. See how they just usurped all these niggas? Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal, you wanna. You see the hijack. You see how these niggas rise to think they be goddamn getting into something like going down there feeding and riding a goat when these niggas actually was fucking goats and was born with goat horns and tails and then got usurped into this shit. We are the West, man. But North America is goddamn considered North now because we usurp y'all so heavy how the North is crazy. But you, man, our land is the West. So the northern part of the West has been usurped by these people, man. I keep trying to show y'all this shit. Huh? The condition of the Southern District of the United States and in Canada, and the Grand Inspector in the Northern Masonic jurisdiction. It is the final degree of the Council of Kadosh and teaches members to stand for what is right and true to themselves and believe in God, country, and oneself. That the country, America, let's go. Ain't Trump trying to make Greenland, Canada, and the United States of America? Okay. And oneself, the degree incorporate philosophical and chivalric elements, emphasizing the importance of truth, honor, and combating arbitrary powers. Like Kadosh, meaning Kadosh is a Hebrew word meaning holy. I wanted to know what it was. Universe meaning Catholic, and there goes the holy. Kadosh, the universe, Kadosh, holy, consecrated. Philosophy, the degree teaches members to be true to themselves and stand for what is right and just, and believe in God, country, and oneself. God's country. Ooh, believe in your country. Fight for your flag. Fight for your country. That's what we need you to do. 3 score. Symbols include 3 skulls, 3 funeral on your urns. I should have went and got that. The mystic ladder and the double-headed eagle. What I just said, Kaka? Symbols include 3 skulls. Why they face 4 phenotypes, 3 skulls, 3 funeral urns, the mystic ladder like Jacob, and the double-headed eagle. They done blessed the Ashkenazi to the now. What I always tell y'all to look out for? What symbol I always tell y'all to look out for? And I'm gonna stamp that bitch. Look, the 31st degree Mason is known as the Inspector Inquisitor. Bring your bitch ass back up. Bring your bitch ass right back up now. The Inspector Inquisitor Commander, depending on the jurisdiction, and is the first of the two degrees conferred in the consistory within the Scottish Rites. The degree focuses on themes of self-examination, self-mercy, and the call to service, encouraging Masons to judge themselves as they would others, and the aim for the best in their action while accepting what is possible. Jurisdiction and name: Southern Jurisdiction, USA Inspector Inquisitor. I ain't did some shit, y'all. USA Inspector. England and Wales Grand Inspector Inquisitor Commander. Northern Masonic Jurisdiction, USA. See, they done put you in the North. The degree is called My Brother's Keeper and combines aspects of traditional 31st and 32nd degrees. Key philosophical themes: self-examination, title, see how they put you in the North? See how we in the middle of the beach with these gatekeepers? Let's go. The 32nd degree Mason is a master Mason who has joined the ancient and accepted Scottish rites. They're the 32, y'all. and they share the same crown, y'all. Ain't that the motherfucking symbol I told y'all to be very, very careful and watch? Is that not the symbol that I told y'all got to keep your eyes on and be very, very careful and watch this motherfucker right here? And the only thing was in that freezer was a little bitty piece of ice. And you just had to throw it up there, Teresa Martin. You know I got to hit you, girl. You know I got to hit you just a little. It was a big piece of triangle. It was a triangle. It was ice in a triangle. Isn't this the motherfucking symbol that I told y'all to be careful of? And it's supposed to be two phoenixes, not eagles. But we'll get into that later. Told y'all. While there is no degree higher than Master Mason in the fundamental craft, so they left you. Master Mason is third degree. Did I just tell you they can't get past 3? They need niggas stuck in the blue lord. No matter how they mind fuck them and tell them they raising them up and take them and make them drink semen and get in coffins and do rituals and whatever else, and fuck goats and drink blood and well and sacrifice their kids and pull world psyops on people and fake the whole world out because they are sworn to secrecy to these orders, man. This the world's first frat. They can run all kind of psyops through this motherfucker, man. But a nigga can't go no far, and it was his shit. They took the craft from you, man. And now got you participating in rituals and sacrifices and shit, man. Y'all niggas want respect from trio niggas, man. Y'all niggas crazy. Why there is no degree higher than Master Mason in the fundamental craft. He left y'all with fundamentals, and then started leading you. And now you want to move up into some shit, thinking you learning some shit, and they moving your ass right into nowhere, into wonder. Cause the East say he gonna let the North lead your ass right on into wonder, on that globe spinning, looking all around like you on an acid trip, like you don't know you stand flat-footed on a motherfucking platform. But on the globe, you got to be standing out sideways. You don't even have a platform to stand it upright on, with the landmass stuck to the side of a ball of motherfucking water. Boy, this should be hurtful though, for real. While there is no the Scottish Rite degrees expand on these lessons, exploring deeper philosophical. See, they said it's philosophical and ethical teachings with the goal of fostering personal growth and service to humanity by giving y'all these false ass motherfucking gods and shit. 32nd degree Mason has advanced beyond the initial 3 degrees. But the initial 3 degrees were the opposite ones that were building. They had their own concept of what the fuck shit was, and y'all came and water upon it. Why I show you? The 33rd degree Masonry is the honorary degree of the Scottish Rite and the Masonic organization that builds upon the foundation of craft, Blue Lodge Masonry. They built this shit off your back, you operative Mason. But you ain't no Mason though. You operative stone carver who had your own craft that you let them motherfuckers take it. Now, even today, brick and dealing with stone mean Masons. But that ain't what the fuck you called it. But they stole your craft. They bury themselves up under your shit. A black dick. And you act like you don't see these motherfuckers. And y'all act like y'all don't see these motherfuckers, man. I just thought they can't get no higher than the Blue Lodge, the foundation. This the foundation of the craft. I thought it was masonry. It's the craft or which one it is? Yeah, you stole the craft. And y'all let them steal it. And went right on to an Iron Age with these fools. A Leaning Tower of Giza and Pisa and the Eiffel Tower and all that bitch ass shit they built. They can't compare the shit you done did. Can't compare the shit you done did, that shit, and your shit still standing withholding the test of time. Millions of years worth of shit. Masonic organization that builds upon the foundation of craft, Blue Lodge Masonry, the operative Masons. It is not earned by applying, but is awarded by the Supreme Council of Understanding, Service, and Contribution to the Fraternity of Humanity. The degree serves as a lifetime award, recognizing exceptional dedication and conferred by, what is it said, anonymous votes of the Supreme Council members of the annual meeting. The title honor the distinction of the higher rank. Okay, boom, fuck all that. I'm showing y'all how he took this shit, fuck all that. The highest official degree in the Scottish Rite is the third degree, which is an honorary title. The concept of the 34th degree is a reference to a poem titled The 34th Degree by Paul V. Marshall Sr., which described the 34th degree as a metaphoric representation of death and entering God's lodge. Therefore, you going on to God's lodge now. And ain't that what they said? It started with John the Baptist, and he had and the lodge was in them hearts. Your faith and belief is in them hearts. Y'all niggas crazy. Why this right here? Freemason has a fundamental core of three degrees: entering, apprentice, fellow craft, and master mason. Appendant bodies like the Scottish Rite and York Rite offers additional degrees, with the highest official degrees being the 32nd in the Scottish Rite, followed by the honorary 33rd. They ain't got shit. The workers ain't at the goddamn 3. The workers ain't at the 3. But why this right here? Cause I'm gonna have to go back with this. I'm gonna have to run this bitch back. I'm gonna run this bitch back on fire as soon as I get through. I said the 35th. Freemason, the Blue Lodge degree, cultivated the Master Mason degree, while the Scottish Rite had 33 degrees and the York Rite had several other degrees. There is no official 35th degree, and the 35th degree is not part of the standard Masonic structure and may indicate misunderstanding of the different Masonic independent bodies of the reference to be from the ancient cult Blue Lodge. This is the foundation system of Masonry and consists of the degree, entering, apprentice, fellowship, and master mason. That's it. And these Scottish and York motherfuckers, they take this shit to another level with their speculations. They got speculative. They ain't never did no work. They ain't never caught no stone. Don't try to tell you. Now check this out. The York Rite Freemason confers numerous degrees within the three main bodies. Now here come with the York Rite Guild. Now why this? The chapter of Royal Arch Mason, Master Mason, Past Mason, Most Excellent Mason, the Royal Arch Mason, the Council of the Royal and Selected Mason, Royal Mason. And so they just make them think they royal and all that shit. Give them a little, look what I'm telling you. Look. The Council of Royal and Select Mason, Royal Mason, Select Master, and Super Excellent Mason, and the Commander of Knights Templar, illustrious Order of the Red Cross. The Red Cross. Order of the Mota mean we. That's how I sit down. Okay. And Order of the Temple. These degrees build upon the Master Mason degree from the Blue Lodge. This all they get. But who are they? And the Commandery of Knights Templar. What? Chapter of the Royal Arch. The whole thing, they shack them. Give them a Royal Arch and all that, but they still can't come outside that Blue Lodge, and they still can't do no work for the Jew. Enslaved on the plantation, going to the plants, and getting your cocaine so you can stay up and work hard like a motherfucker for the Jew, who just sat back and talked you out your shit. Why did? Fourth degree Mark Mason Pass Mason, also known Virtual Pass Master. Most Excellent Master, Royal Arc Master. Second, number 2, Council of the Royal Select Master, the Cryptic Right. See, that's all the York gonna get. This body confers of the 3 degrees, often considered of the amongst the most beautiful and impressive in Masonry. Royal Master, 8 degrees Select Master, 9th degree, the Superior Excellent Master, 10th degree. See, that's all but they still confined within those 3 degrees. Commentary of Knights Templar, the body, also known as the Chivalric Masonry, adds a Christian-focused aspect to the York Rite and confers 3 degrees. That's it. The Red Illustrious Order of Red Cross. Who's the Red Cross? The Crusaders, ain't it? Huh? Kaka, you still in there? Tell me you still in there, Kaka. Boom. Come on, if it go crazy right here now. After completing these main body of Royal Archmasons can become a member of other associated bodies, though these are not always considered part of the core of York rites. See, like what? Greek fraternities and shit? Huh? There you go right there. There they go right there. The Red Cross. Order of Malta. Order of Malta. Order of the Temple. See them red crosses? Huh? Why did? Why did? Yes, Knights Templars were heavily involved in funding the. I'm gonna say that we finna go on FEDZBACK, cause y'all want to sleep on. See, I be going too hard because see y'all just be fading out on the G, man. Y'all just be fading out on the G. See, now I'm finna get to the juicy part. The part that you gonna understand, you really gonna understand. Yes, the Knights Templars were heavily involved in funding the Christian Crusaders, not by personally financing individual campaigns with their own wealth, but by creating a powerful financial system that managed and transferred funds for the Crusaders. They generated wealth through the donation, agricultural estates, and shrewd banking services for pilgrims and monarchs, and then used these funds to purchase supplies, finance military activities, and maintain their standing army in the Holy Land. Do you understand? They had to, wherever the motherfuckers went, they had to have food, clothing, and shelter. And they had to, them soldiers had to be supplied. These were the first motherfuckers coming with that war shit, but they gonna tell you something different. Because I remember looking up that one of the first militaries and shit was the Christian Crusaders. Huh? I'm finna go together on FEDZBACK with this shit. Call my niggas and went to sleep again. Services such as promissory notes and pilgrims and secure treasuries. Treasury securities. Who own all the treasury securities today? The Mongolian. See y'all dipped on me before I got to it. So I don't want to say no more because y'all went to sleep on. We're going to go on FEDZBACK. We're going to go on FEDZBACK. We're going to rebuild on this bullshit right here. Go on FEDZBACK. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to start right here because y'all can refer back to this motherfucker right here because y'all tripped out on. And I said the truth don't need no help. Something to bring that shit up to date. I'm going on FEDZBACK. Let's get it.